Good morning. In this lecture, I want to uh, uh, talk about pulse position modulation, which is in short form we are writing that is PPM. So here I want to discuss about what is PPM. Then I want to talk about the generation of PPM, then demodulation of PPM, then advantage of PPM and disadvantage of the PPM. Okay, so uh, when I want to talk about the PPM, so I can tell that PPM is the amplitude and width of the pulses is kept constant, but the position of each pulse is varied in accordance with the amplitude of the sampled values of the modulating signal. The position of the pulses is changed with respect to position of reference pulses here. Okay, so the PPM pulses can be derived from the PWM pulses. Okay, see the figure. I want to show you the figure. See this figure. So here actually we are trying to derive the PPM pulses from PWM pulses. Okay, the first one is our modulating signal. Okay, then from that we are getting PWM pulses. Then from the PWM pulses we are getting PPM pulses. Okay, so here we can note that with increase in the modulating voltage, okay, the PPM pulses shift further with respect to the reference. So again we can tell that the vertical dotted lines, see the vertical dotted lines, okay, in figure, see the figure. Here the vertical dotted lines are treated as reference lines to measure the shift in position of PPM pulses. Okay, see the vertical line. And which shift further with respect to reference. Okay, so now we can tell that the vertical line which is dotted that may be treated as the reference line to measure the shift in position of PPM pulses. That means, so the PPM pulses marked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. Okay, in figure. So go away from their respective reference lines. Okay, so this is corresponding to increase in the modulating signal amplitude. And then as the modulating voltage decreases, the PPM pulses 4, 5, 6, 7 comes progressively closer to their respective reference lines. Okay, now I want to describe about the generation of the PPM. Okay, here I want to talk about the generation of PPM signal. See the figure. Okay, here we can tell that the PPM signal can be generated from PWM signal. Okay, and the same block diagram as okay, which is required for the PPM signal is shown in figure. Okay, see the figure. So this is the PPM generation technique or generation PPM signal. For to generate the PPM signal we are using this technique. So I have drawn the block diagram for that. Okay, so the PWM pulses obtained at the comparator output. Okay, see the comparator. Okay, the comparator input signal is xt, and obviously the another one is sawtooth signal. Okay, so from the output of the comparator we are getting PWM signal. Okay, which are applied to a mono stable multi vibrator. Okay, and the monostable is negative edge triggered. Okay, that monostable is negative edge triggered, and hence the corresponding to each trailing edge of PWM signal. Okay, the monostable output goes high, so it remains high for a fixed time, which will be decided by its own RC components. Okay, thus as the trailing edge of the PWM signal keeps shifting in the proportion with the modulating signal xt, then the ppm pulses also keep shifting. Okay, so this is the process of generation of ppm signal. Now I want to talk about the demodulation technique of ppm. So here I want to talk about the demodulation of ppm. See the block diagram. So this is the block diagram for ppm demodulator. Okay, the operation of demodulator circuit can be I want to explain now. Okay, so see the diagram, block diagram. So here we can tell that the noise corrupted ppm waveform is received by the ppm demodulator circuit first. Okay, then the pulse generator. Okay, see the diagram, block diagram. The pulse generator develops a pulsed waveform at its output of fixed duration and applies this pulse to the reset pin R. Okay, of a SR flip flop. Okay, so this one is your SR flip flop. Okay, so it is applied to SR flip flop. Okay, then a fixed periodic or a fixed period reference pulse is generated from the incoming ppm waveform, and the SR flip flop is set by the reference pulses also. So due to the set and reset signal applied to the SR flip flop, we get a PWM signal at its output. Okay, then the PWM signal can be demodulated using the PWM demodulator, and this is same as the one, okay, by which we can getting the demodulated signal. What is the advantage of ppm? Now we have to discuss about. Okay, now I want to talk about the advantage of ppm. So due to constant amplitude, okay, we can tell that first advantage, due to constant amplitude of ppm pulses, the information is not contained in the amplitude. Hence the noise added to ppm signal does not distort the information. Thus it has good noise immunity. Okay, first one is good noise immunity. Good noise this is my first advantage. Then in the second advantage is it is possible to reconstruct ppm signal from the noise communicated ppm signal. Okay, so the second advantage, this is possible to generate ppm signal. This is possible to generate ppm signal. Okay, from noise contaminated ppm. Contaminated ppm. Okay, this is our second advantage. Similarly, we can tell the third advantage, due to constant amplitude of pulses, the transmitted power always remain constant. Okay, here the transmitted power is always constant. Transmitted power is always constant. Okay, so these are the advantages of ppm. Now we can talk about some disadvantage also. Come to discuss about disadvantage. Okay, so here we can tell that the transmitter has to send synchronized pulses to operate the timing circuit in the receiver. Without them the demodulation won't be possible. Okay, so if we are unable to here the transmitter has to send synchronizing pulses to operate the timing circuit in the receiver. So without the transmitter synchronizing pulses with the timing circuit, this is not possible. Okay, to achieve or to get the demodulation of the circuit, the demodulation of the signal is not possible. Then large bandwidth is required also. Here the bandwidth requirement is large. Okay, so this finishes the topic ppm. Thank you very much.